An unnamed man meets an unfortunate demise due to a vending machine mishap, but awakens in a completely different world, reborn as a sentient vending machine. To his astonishment, he discovers an array of options that offer him the chance to upgrade himself. However, there's a catch. To maintain his power supply, he must expend points, and without customers, he faces losing power in just 1 month to be incarnated. But with a deadline, that's got to be stressful. His newfound existence is unexpectedly assailed by frog-like monsters. Miraculously, a divine blessing from God conjures a protective barrier, baffling and relieving him. He manages to deter the monsters, who eventually grow bored and leave. He crosses paths with Llamas, a desperate human hunter on the brink of starvation. The vending machine, with a clever method of communication, utilizes its stock phrases to convey alternative meanings. He provides her with nourishment and hydration. It turns out that Llamas possesses a divine blessing of strength, allowing her to carry the vending machine companion along. She reveals that they're in a dungeon on a secure level where a thriving adventurer village has taken root. Along the way, Llamas rescues a girl from a group of thugs intending to introduce the unusual vending machine to her friend Hammy. On the surface, they face the obstacle of lacking funds for the teleportation circle. To overcome this hurdle, Llamas steers to an inn where her friend Mommy is employed. As the new vending machine becomes a sensation among adventurers, amassing a wealth of points, he seizes the opportunity to upgrade his items. Llamas obtains a special frame designed for carrying him on her back. She dubs him Boxo. Director Bear, an actual bear, holds the position of director of the Hunters Association. His latest request is directed at Llamas. He asks her to bring Boxo, the sentient vending machine, along as a source of food support for a grand expedition aimed at eradicating the frog fiends, the very creatures that had previously assaulted Boxo. Cariel, the leader of the Menagerie of Fools party, has taken a keen interest in Boxo. Meanwhile, Philmina Coles, second in command, examines Boxo but fails to find any detectable magical essence within him. Amid this, Llamas forms a friendship with Shuai, a dedicated huntress. Boxo decides that joining the battle to safeguard Llamas is the best course of action. The ensuing conflict against the frog fiends reveals an unexpected advantage. The counterbalance Boxo provides on Lamb's back significantly mitigates her struggles with controlling her immense strength. Following the fierce engagement, Boxo distributes complimentary sports drinks to the injured and exhausted, because nothing heals injuries better than some Gatorade. The underlying concern remains, as Director Bear firmly believes that the King Frog Fiend lurks nearby. He leads the remaining hunters to track down this foe under the cover of night. A hunter attempts to break open Boxo in an attempt to steal his items. Boxo retaliates with a scalding stream of soup, scorching the would-be thief, who is subsequently punished by Llamas for his robbery attempt. The King Frog Fiend, try saying that 20 times fast, appears, and Boxo provides cola and a stash of mint. The combination of these items is used to blind the King Frog Fiend, buying time for the hunters to return and slay said fiend. With the hunt concluded, the hunters make their way back to the village. The party returns to their once peaceful village, only to be met with the sight of its devastation, courtesy of a menacing two-headed snake. However, the citizens band together, defeating the monster and starting the rebuilding process. Carol extends an invitation to Llamas and Boxo to join the party. Llamas responds with a refusal. AWI, representing the Merchants Exchange, reveals that the village is facing a shortage of silver coins, which are stored within Boxo. The proposed solution is to retrieve those coins from Boxo by offering gold in exchange. Boxo lacks the ability to direct exchanges, however, Llamas comes up with a workaround. Boxo can facilitate the process by purchasing items with gold and returning silver as change. Boxo later added a new feature, a gambling function. Does he plan on giving the adventurers a gambling addiction, or maybe he's got a gotcha game in mind? A wealthy young girl named Sor, whom Llamas had previously saved, attempts to vandalize Boxo. Boxo stops her with compassion and understands that she misses her father. Subsequently, Boxo starts selling soap at the public baths. Director Bear calls upon Boxo's unique skills once more, asking him to use camouflage to apprehend criminals in the ACT. During one of these operations, Boxo overhears S's attempt to purchase him from Llamas. Llamas refuses, and Boxo reveals himself. Overwhelmed by emotion, up next, Boxo falls victim to a group of audacious thieves led by the notorious Gooey, who once sought to pry him open to steal his items. They escort him to their secret lair, where they've also abducted a magical item engineer. The engineer happens to be Lamb's buddy Hamey. A bond forms between Boxo and Hamey, solidifying their friendship. With her extensive expertise, Hamey deduces that Boxo houses a human soul. As tensions escalate, the thieves attempt to harm Hamey. Boxo comes up with a strategy to repel their attacks, offering them colorful magazines. He persuades them to leave. The thieves' leader, however, sets an ultimatum. Within 2 days, Hamey must break Boxo open or surrender. Just in time, the hidden lair is infiltrated by Llamas and the Hunter Association. The ensuing chaos triggers a series of explosions, trapping Boxo and Hamey under a pile of debris. Safely enclosed within Boxo's protective shield, Boxo also provides Hamey a supply of oxygen. Doing her part, Hamey uses the thieves' gold to help sustain Boxo's shield. Ultimately, Llamas locates Boxo and reunites him with Hamey. Cariol, who had facilitated Boxo's rescue, insists that he only did so to satisfy his desire for Boxo to join the menagerie of fools and contribute to the realization of his dreams. Amidst the reunion between Llamas and Boxo, Hamey opens up about an aspect of Lamb's character. Llamas has a deep fear of losing people close to her, stemming from the tragic loss of their parents to a monster attack in the past. In the village, a gathering of prominent merchant families and their magic item engineers is held. Sor, who has insights into the rival Kanashi family's participation, asks for Hamey's help. Hamey assumes the role of Sor's engineer while Boxo pretends to be her latest magic item. At this event, the Kanashi family presents an automaton created by their engineer. It appears obedient and efficient, but Hamey is quick to sense a disturbing truth. She deduces that this automaton is powered by a human soul under malevolent control, a practice strictly forbidden by law. When the automaton spirals into a chaotic frenzy, Hamey frees the tormented soul within. This results in the Kanashi family's disqualification. In the village, a new and unwelcome addition arrives, a branch of a restaurant named Chains. This triggers anxiety among the local restaurant owners, whose businesses are threatened by this new competition. Fearing the downfall of their eateries, the restaurant owners turn to Boxo for assistance. So, what's a vending machine supposed to do? He's not Gordon Ramsay. Upon investigation, Llamas and Hamey uncover that Chains serves subpar low-quality food. Boxo steps in, providing a range of novel items that significantly enhance the restaurant's offerings. The village's chefs reverse engineer the items so that they can make them themselves. Chains plummets into bankruptcy within a mere month. Cariol extends an invitation to Boxo and Llamas for an upcoming campaign. Despite Boxo's suspicions, he ultimately agrees to accompany Llamas as she seeks opportunities to improve her abilities and skills. Boxo, by providing ingredients for home-cooked Odin, unites a shy shopkeeper and a village guard named Gorth. As spring blooms, Cal's party sets out on an expedition to assess and address the population of crocodile fiends. Boxo equips the party with a portable toilet, complete with a privacy ATT, which the ladies are especially grateful for. Aiming to protect the village from the threat posed by the crocodile fiends, Cariol decides to curtail their numbers and prevent those fiends from hunting humans. Halami informs Boxo that Director Bear told her to keep an eye out for a Stratum Lord, a rare monster similar to dungeon bosses. Almost immediately, the crocodile lord emerges with a threatening presence. The situation escalates rapidly, and the party members retreat, leaving Boxo behind in the process. To divert the attention of the crocodile lord, Boxo dispenses fried chicken. The plan backfires and ends in Boxo being swallowed whole by the creature. Protected within his barrier, Boxo takes the opportunity and floods the stomach of the crocodile with cleaning chemicals and gas. Using his ability, Boxo uses the microwave function, heating a tin can until it sparks and ignites, causing an explosion inside the fiend's stomach that defeats the crocodile lord. For his efforts, Boxo is rewarded with a precious coin. However, the intense release of magic from the lord's bones collapses the ground underneath Boxo. He descends into an even deeper stratum. At this moment, all he can think about is the deeply distressed llamas. Boxo's unexpected descent leads him to an entirely new stratum, a Mizik labyrinth. Defeating the crocodile lord granted him 1 million points, offering upgrades. Deciding to take advantage of this, Boxo ascends to the rank of a level 2 vending machine. This upgraded status provides Boxo with enhancements. He unlocks a solar panel that allows him to recharge his power supply without the need to expend further points. This rate, when he reaches level 3, he'll be a whole gosh darn Tesla. However, Boxo finds himself somewhat disappointed when he finds out that the coin he received for slaying the crocodile lord serves as nothing more than a medal. He stumbles upon 4 young creatures called bearcats, Suko, Pel, Short, and Miken. Through their conversation, Boxo deduces that they aim to delve deep into the labyrinthian maze in search of hidden treasures. The bearcats remain unaware of Boxo's consciousness, deeming him nothing more than an ordinary vending machine. Their intentions are simplistic, as they think of selling Boxo to chains.